It's 9:30. Do you know what time it is? It's time for the Coffee Break Chat with host Mike Bellamy on WICC.
All right, good morning and welcome to the Coffee Break Chat. I'm your host, Mike Bellamy. A friend of the program, Dr. Gayle Alberda, joins us once again from Fairfield University. She is Assistant Professor of Politics and MPA. In fact, an MPA. We're going to be talking about that particular program today. Dr. Alberda, thank you so much for coming in. How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm great. How are you?
Doing fantastic. Now, of course, we have the debate in our rearview mirror. We'll leave that as it is, as that campaign and that race is shaping up to be a very interesting one. But you, of course, have duties and responsibilities at Fairfield University, and that is, of course, working with the Master of Public Administration program. Let's start there. Who is the ideal person when it comes to benefiting from this program?
It's honestly designed for those working in the public or nonprofit sectors, recent college graduates, and those looking for a career change who are looking to move into something in those fields, or our undergrads who want to do a graduate program.
What topics do they study as the coursework? What does it look like?
We talk about theories, trends, and issues that relate to the public administration field. We emphasize things like theory, research, and most importantly, application in a way that will advance their careers in areas such as state and local governments, nonprofit organizations, healthcare, and even private research firms.
Now, those are a variety of things, much different than one another, so a person can tailor the curriculum for their personal goals?
Absolutely. We have multiple, what we call tracks, where a student can come in and pick which one they want to do. So we have a state and local government track, a nonprofit track, for instance, and you meet with our program director and you basically develop a set of classes to take that benefits your academic goals, your personal and your career goals. And we have a lot of flexibility that we offer to students. Most of our classes are in the evening or online. And in a way that gives you some hands-on experience and gives you a great educational experience.
We're speaking with Dr. Gayle Alberda from Fairfield University. She's Assistant Professor of Politics and MPA. She, of course, was on our panel for the WICC 600 GOP primary debate at Fairfield University. She's worked with several campaigns over the years in different parts of the country, so she certainly knows what she's talking about. Now, when it comes to the Master of Public Administration degree, what are the requirements?
We have, a set of core requirements that every grad student will take, such as our, research class and ethics and leadership and, intro to public administration. But that being said, after that, it's designed to give you kind of a specialization where you pick one of your tracks and then electives that fulfill those requirements. We teach skills that are broad-based and then also very specialized once you're in your track.
We're speaking with Dr. Gayle Alberda here on WICC 600 from Fairfield University, Assistant Professor of Politics and MPA. Gayle, you wanted to make sure that we talked about the new nonprofit certificate. What is that?
We are launching this fall our nonprofit certificate management program. This is designed for individuals who are looking to move up the ladder within their nonprofit career or organization, and also for those who maybe are transitioning and don't want to commit to a full-time, master's program. It's 9 credit hours, and you come in and you take classes that are pertinent to moving up the ladder, such as grant writing and project management, managing nonprofit organizations, and classes along those lines, so they can get the skill set, get the advanced coursework that will allow them to move up the ladder without necessarily, committing to a 2-year grad program.
Dr. Gayle Alberda, our guest from Fairfield University, Assistant Professor of Politics and MPA. We're talking about the Master of Public Administration degree. Gayle, you know this. You worked with campaigns. You've worked in government. What is, when it comes to these different types of programs that people can do, you talked about grant writing, you talked about all these things. How available are these types of positions around the country? Obviously, people want to go to university, study, because they feel at the end they're going to have a job, a career in something. How obtainable are these careers that you're preparing the students for?
Right now, they're both a growing sect, whether it's the nonprofit or the public sector. Public sector, we're talking about state and local governments. For instance, Connecticut has over 75,000 full-time employees at the state and local level collectively in areas such as healthcare, financial administration, public welfare, higher education. And then at the nonprofit level, we have over 18,000 nonprofits in Connecticut alone, and nationally, they're on the rise. They increased 3% over the last year, and they make up 5.4% of the nation's gross domestic product.
And before we let you go, the MPA Summits, tell us about that.
The MPA Summit is an annual summit every spring where we ask the community, the campus community, our students, as well as the surrounding community, public administrators, and elected officials to come together and have a conversation about a topic that touches on something that's happening and pertinent to Connecticut and public administration. So in the past, we've done things like GE leaving and how that impacts the role of localities and local governments with finances. This coming summit, the 2019 summit, because of the elections in 2018, we'll have a new governor. We're going to have, newly elected legislator. So our topic is going to talk about Connecticut's new administration and the new direction and challenges that we'll be seeing in the year to come.
Oh, interesting topics for sure. And Dr. Gayle Alberda over at Fairfield University, we're talking about the Master of Public Administration program. She just got done talking about the summit. Dr. Alberda, if people are listening, they're interested in getting involved in this program somehow, maybe parents are listening and know their children would like this, or somebody is looking to make this part of their career path, how do they go about getting more information?
They can go to the website, Fairfield.edu /MPA, or they can contact our graduate admission office or email gradadmissions@fairfield.edu.
Okay, lots of great ways. Dr. Alberda, thank you so much for coming in and telling us about this program and also being a part of the debate last week. Certainly appreciate all the help that you provided for us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Dr. Gayle Alberda, Fairfield University, Fairfield.edu for more information. All right, take a break. Traffic and weather on WICC 600.